We've got two very high-profile followers of this show. One is Alex Carey, the Australian wicketkeeper, who doesn't matter where he is in the world listens.
Yep.
And the other, staggeringly enough, is Will Anderson, who actually knows good radio when he hears it. So I can't believe that he religiously tunes in at midday on a Saturday, but he does, and we've got him on the line. Will, welcome to you.
I mean, thank you very much for having me after what was the worst quiz in the history of quizzes. Like, I actually thought there was not a bar that could get lower. Like, the quiz already was like the ultimate level of limbo, where you're like, it cannot go any lower than what it is right now. But suddenly it's like the Australian dollar up against the Chinese, because that was...
Okay.
I mean, I actually think that it's like, I mean, this might be a reason for us to get rid of this buy round. That alone, I feel like if we just sent that in the Laura Kane, that's 35 hours of quiz that just went on there. And if we could just send that in, I reckon we'll be finals next year.
Well, the winner complained about how long he had to wait on the phone. And he won.
He won. The pie cooker just took off.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about Bill's quiz. Even when you win, you lose.
How are you, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I am fantastic.
What are you doing during September, Will?
Same thing as you, Bill. Not much, actually.
Oh, your doggies didn't make it. What a shame.
No, they didn't make it, but Damo was telling me off air, which is weird because he wasn't brave enough to go with this on air, but apparently he's done the maths, and the moment it's gone wrong for the doggies is when Bevo got his teeth done. And I cannot believe that Damo has said that. Like I think it's actually, you shouldn't insult how a man works, but Damo told me that the players can't see the whiteboard because they're distracted by Bevo's teeth, and that is the reason.
Issues in that space without you.
Damien Barrett said to me off air. That's what you said. I mean, Damo, that's what you said to me off air.
That's funny to think of saying that to you, and that would have been okay. But I didn't say that, just for the record, Bevo, and everyone else.
I heard Damo, you said it, and you said he should grow the mustache back to cover it up. That's what you said.
You are dirty though, Will, aren't you? You are dirty on this particular Saturday that your doggies aren't there.
Oh, well, of course I am, because, it was just bad luck, wasn't it? Adelaide had a bit of bad luck with an umpiring decision, a goal decision.
And the Bulldogs, West Coast bad luck?
The Bulldogs, yeah, a little bit of bad luck. We lost to the worst team in the history of the competition who had no reason to win that game, no incentive at all. So that's just bad luck, mate. Sometimes you just have some bad luck.
I love it. I love it. Now, what we've said to you offline, Will, is because you are a religious listener to the show, we'd like a bit of a report card as to how you think we've all gone.
Synopsis.
No. In 20 That might get you started, actually.
Might need to do a late edit based on Bill's score, based on both that quiz and that comment.
And when you were given this task, did Jim tell you to go easy on him?
No, look. Here's what I know about this show is this show is the best show on radio. This has been the best show on radio for a very long time. I used to tune in for the late and great Spud Frawley, and I just felt when I sat down, I remembered the spirit of Spud, and Spud always knew that feedback is a gift, and it is Christmas. I am here to deliver some gifts, to the best show on, because even the best show can still get better with a little exit interview. So I'm willing today just to give a little bit of unbiased, unfiltered feedback to the team, if you don't mind.
Love it.
All right. We've played football. You haven't, Damo. You haven't, Jim.
Kick 9.
We get plenty of feedback when you play footy, don't you, Bernie?
Yes, you do. Up the front. Leading teams, they used to call it, I think. Is this sort of leading team style, Will?
Yeah, leading team style, Bernie. So before we start, do you have any questions? Because too bad, we do not have time for one of your questions. Bernie...
He's away.
away. Bernie was in Adelaide for Live Golf, and he had a great question. If you measure how great a question is by quantity and not quality, because... Rosie, can we have a listen?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, not.
Did you ever, did you in your wildest dreams ever think that this would happen? The people here, the crowd, everything. Even yesterday was so good, we were part of that. But just before we came here, I watched the footage for a bit, and they said the commentators were saying we have not seen this in live golf. In I know the history doesn't go back far, but they have not seen this in live golf. Did you think you would be the best outing that they've had?
Shut it down.
Oh, well.
Bernie, after hearing that question, Andrew Denton had a stroke. That's what killed off Michael Parkinson. That's the truth. They've done that question. That wasn't a question, Bernie. That was a hostage situation. It was a filibuster. Don't worry, Bill. I'll explain what that means later. Live was about speeding up golf, and Bernie decided to slow it back down again. That question was so long. They played the first 9 holes while he was asking the question. Half of the players rejoined the PGA during that question. Todd Woodbridge is currently filming a new show on Channel 9, a quiz show. Like they were going to get Bernie to host that show, but he could only get through 1 question per episode. Now,
Good start.
the rise of Bernie Vince. It has been a Cinderella story, and by that I mean they both lost their shoes. So
You do listen.
now, Bernie, we all know, gun footballer, part of the Melbourne Premiership team of 2021. Oh, hang on, what, you weren't? Why were you at all the celebrations, mate? So, limelight hog. That's what Bernie is here. That's what we found out about the young fresh Vince. Because I'm surprised that when Courtney Vine scored that penalty for the Matildas, Bernie wasn't there to give it the first hug. Because, Bernie's gone into the Carlton draft. Now, this is what you're meant to do in the Carlton draft, Bernie, right? You're meant to not get a kick for the whole game like Kane Corns, or do your hamstring drive into the game like Butts. It's meant to be a bit of fun for some country footy, but flat track Bernie goes down there, 40 disposals, 8 goals. You're Bernie Vince, mate, not Bernie Quinlan. Calm down. But old Marcus Bernie Pelly over here, has to go down there, teach them all a lesson. Real hero, mate. Real hero to beat up those Campbell Creek guys by 200 points. Some of those men had to go home to their children and look them in the eye, mate. You did that. What are your plans for grand final day? Putting on a red jumper and go and dominate the Little League?
Hasn't missed me.
Fair enough.
That's all fair.
Now,
I like that.
how are we doing so far? All right, Bernie? Are we okay?
No,
I'm not good.
All right.
I'm not.
I want
dealt with
I want a bit of a positive for Bernie, just before we go. Bernie, the real positive for you. Like the segment of the year, obviously, enough of the year. I mean, this is good. This is like good. It's getting some traction across the stations. I think we've just got to respect that. And what a tough job it is finding examples of when ex-footballers mispronounce words. I mean, what great stuff you bring into the airways. I mean, you found some examples of Billy Brownless stuffing up some sentences. Oh, my God, it's like tracking down the Beaumont children. What are you going to do straight after the show? Go home, shoot some fish in a barrel? That's not comedy, Bernie. That is CTE. Enough of the Week is basically a walking advertisement for the effects of severe head trauma. Although I will say more Nathan Brown audio, the better. And final score, I'll give you 8 nuffs out of 10. You lost a point for each shoe. You lost at Simon Goodwin's party. But when it comes to golf questions, below par. That's your report.
And what positive was out of that last bit, by the way?
The 8. The score of 8.
Oh, it's 8 target. Yeah, like
8's not bad, though, right? That was pretty good.
8's good.
Are we
Out of
okay?
10.